they're working on an update that's going to add like more legendaries and a bunch of post-game shit you can do. Maybe even more Pokemon, maybe even newer ones. I doubt we're going to get any G8s. But maybe some G7s. And there are a couple... Oh yeah, sorry.
Keep going. I'm just getting the stream set up anyway.
Yeah, but there's couple of G6 Pokemon missing, like, as a matter of fact, I can just go to Discord and bring up the goddamn list. Because I follow the Discord, and you can just get all the information you need on it there.
Good. I just had to check the audio real quick, make sure that I had audio and everything set up correctly. Because...
Unobtainable Pokemon.
As you guys might have noticed, I'm not using earbuds anymore. You guys might remember this headset from sometime last year, but the earbuds I was currently using died on me. So now I'm back to using this headset, and apparently good. Everything's working good. Excellent. And one thing I'll say, you guys are probably okay. I'll just let something out real quick. You guys are probably wondering how the hell am I doing this? Well, I'm currently using the charger from my tablet because for you guys don't know, this mic, the main sound box for it is USB powered, and it's 5 volts. So I'm just using the charger for my tablet now for the time being until I find out a solution for this. And I finally get to use these again. These honestly feel really nice on my head. Except for this top band up here, like where this is on elastic, it kind of pushes on my head a little bit, but I'll get used to it. So anyway, guys. So anyway, with that out of the way, hey guys, I'm Rod the Fox, and welcome back to Castlevania. And I honestly forgot just how basic these are. These honestly sound amazing. I actually used to use these with the mic before I got this one here. Funnily enough, this mic is actually the reason why I couldn't use this headset anymore, because it used up all my USB ports. Funnily enough.
I am very happy, and dude, that makes sense if this is right. I think Deoxys might be in this game too.
Ooh.
Dude, that's right, there's totally a meteor to change forms. I remember now. In the observatory there's a meteor, and like that's usually how you change Deoxys' form, is you go to like a space place and you fuck with the meteor there, and that usually switches the forms of it. So yeah, that's totally in the fucking game. So I can get Deoxys and Rayquaza. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. That in Deoxys' like G3 theme is fucking amazing, so I'm happy about that.
I forget.
There's a lot of other legendaries I wouldn't mind, but
I forget what
I can work with that.
Like what model of headset this is, but this is a what is it? I might actually have it here. H980. It's the colored version because it has the colored colored earpieces, which is honestly really, really cool, if I must be honest. And these come with a program that I can switch the music type. I can make it sound like it's coming through in movie theater speakers. It's weird how it does it, but it pulls it off really well. There's also a special, there's also a music mode, which I don't quite understand, which is, it's like damn you, it's like the movie mode, except it's a little bit more, it's a little bit different. I get there's a bit of a different effect on it. And bouncing your ass so I can get... Come here, Skelebugs. Where's you? Now, I mentioned this in the first stream that we did, but I'm we're gonna keep this game going. Jesus. I'm gonna keep this game going until we're finished, because this game isn't that long. Because I mean, this is an old NES, this is a NES game, so yeah, and many NES games due to the...
Wait, what the fuck are we playing?
Castlevania.
Holy shit, how many of these have I missed?
This is only the third part.
Okay, cool. So I only missed one. Fuck yeah. Or should I say hell yeah? I just watched the new Harley Quinn show, and Kite Man was in it, so hell yeah.
Go to hell.
I love how they kept his gimmick from the current run of Batman comics. Like, that's where that comes from, and I love how they actually put that in a show now. I'm so happy about that.
Die.
Because that comic made Kite Man awesome.
Come on.
Like, legit. He's one of my favorite characters now.
Funny, get out of here. I like old NES games, but at the same time, I don't like them because they're friggin' hard.
Oh yeah, Castlevania gets hard. We need to fucking make you play Ghosts and Goblins. I never even made past the first level on that shit. I beat the Ghosts and Goblins themed Mega Man 7 level, if that amounts to anything.
Cool.
That was an awesome touch. For Shade Man, who's a vampire, his level is an homage to Ghosts and Goblins, and you can actually, if you do a certain, like, if you hold a certain button, when you pick his stage, it actually plays the music from the first Ghosts and Goblins game.
Oh,
instead
wow.
of the usual theme.
That's a really nice homage.
It's a really cool Easter egg. I love it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Dude, Capcom used to do that shit so much. They used to
that
fucking,
was weird.
like...
The game paused and I didn't even press the start button.
You know what? I can't bitch, because Mega Man is slowly coming back. They fucking remade the Zero and ZX games, which I thought they'd never fucking do. But they did it. And that's happening. And I know they technically already remade the Zero games, but I consider that part of the old wave of Mega Man collections, because the Legacy collections is the new wave. Right? Like, Mega Man Legacy 1 and 2, and then the X collections are all new. Because I have the original Mega Man X collection and the original Mega Man Anniversary collection. Which the new collections in their second parts anyway, which weirdly split into two, but in their second halves anyway, have the newer games, like, because the original X collection only goes up to 6, right? And the original anniversary only goes up to 8. So in the second half, you can get
Why are you irritant?
7 and you can get Mega Man X 7 and 8. I don't know why you want 7, but 8's pretty good. I'm never not going to shit on it, and then Mega Man 9 and 10, which are also good games up on their own right, so... I think 9's probably up there as one of my favorites, and 10's pretty good too, though I don't like it as much. Though 10 does have a lot of cool shit in it, like, you can fight the bosses from the Game Boy games, you can fucking play as Bass and Proto Man, you can fucking...
What do you think of 11?
What I've seen, it looks good. Yeah, it looks fun. Looks like a fun Mega Man game. No complaints. Cool bosses, cool weapons. Classic Mega Man-ness.
Because I've been honestly...
Interesting new mechanics.
I've been honestly considering, going through the Mega Man series.
Yeah, cool mechanics, like the gear thing is pretty dope. I like the whole, like, Zawaldo type shit you can do. Well, it's not really stopping you, can slow things down, but still. And then there's, like, other cool shit you can do with the power gear, how you can, like, supercharge your weapons and shit. Like, I love how it's not just another new Mega Man game. Like, they actually tried to do something different. They actually tried to put something new.
Yeah,
like, some of the Robot Masters even have multiple forms now, kinda.
Like, it is the same, like, classic Mega Man formula, but they put some additions and some twists to it.
Yeah, which is good, because for as good as 9 and 10 are, I mean, some of the weapons, I guess, were kind of experimental and interesting, but they really didn't do a whole lot new mechanics-wise. And, like, if you just play as Mega Man in those games, you don't even have, like, the slide or the charge. Because they tried to replicate Mega Man 2 specifically, because that's the one everyone likes, right? So... I mean, you still get Rush, and...
When it comes to replicating classic games, there's a right way you can do it, and there's a wrong way.
Yeah. And honestly, it works out pretty well, but if you want those moves, Proto Man. In both games, Proto Man has access to those abilities. And the other thing is in 10, I love what they did with Bass, because they just gave him his Mega Man and Bass powers. They just gave him the same moveset that he had in that. Where he can, like, rapid fire and aim and shit. Which is pretty fucking cool.
Okay, let's see what's through here. I think I remember some of this. Whoa! Yep.
But yeah, 11 does look good. I mean, I have no complaints with what I've seen.
I ducked! Okay.
Still in the new Mega Man X game though, damn it.
Yeah. I really wish I had that stopwatch on me right about now. Whoa! Whoa! Jerkhead! Woohoo! Okay. This is a bit too close. I don't know what the numerical or the Roman numeral pieces do. Am I? Okay. How the hell do we kill this idiot? Please stop him. There we go. And the way. Ah! Something meat around here, damn it. Eat fire, good face. Oh, stop it. Yeah, everything's only price, Peter, calm down. That's literally no good to me. I don't mind having a high score, but when I'm low on health, food items are more beneficial. Oh, Jesus. I come back. Okay. Is that just the sole purpose to do that? Are you kidding me? Whoa. Nope. No way. Die. Thank you. Go away. Yeah. Go away. I said get. Oh god. That's all I needed. Oh, thank god.
I'm on the couch using my headphones. What the fuck?
Come on. Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, but
Get out of here.
switching topics to other shit I did today. I watched the first 2 episodes of that new Harley Quinn show that got out, the animated one. Actually pretty good. Pleasantly surprised. It was actually pretty fucking funny. As I mentioned earlier, Kite Man was in it, and I fucking love Kite Man, and he acts just like how he acts in the comic. The recent comic in the Batman run where they made him hilarious and awesome.
Oh, you got knocked out and knocked right down pretty quick.
Now look how even though it's a comedy, a lot of the villains still act like how they act, except Bane, because they did it well, so I'm okay with it, but they still just did the same joke they did in the Lego Batman movie where they gave him the Dark Knight Rises voice. You know, this voice that they always give him. Back to you, the people. You know, that shit. Which, it was done well enough, and it was funny enough that I'm okay with
Oh
it.
god. Yeah, that's all that. Yeah, that's exactly what was missing from this place. Freaking Medusa heads.
Yeah, welcome to the... Yeah, those things are kind of the bane of every Castlevania player's existence, dude.
Tell me about it. Jesus!
Again, what a Greek mythological monster is doing in a spooky, scary Dracula castle, I have no idea, but roll with it. I'm sure there's probably weirder ones, like I'm not familiar enough with Castlevania.
Plot convenience.
Like I've only played one to completion, so I can't really remember.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, there was a Cthulhu at one point. Because I've only played and beaten Symphony of the Night, which is a good one.
Wow, I don't know what my brain tried to do there, honestly. My brain just kept constantly telling me to jump, jump. Jesus, yeah, like that got me somewhere.
Yeah, Cthulhu's an enemy too, so... Yeah.
Here we go.
Like, not even a boss either, it's just a strong enemy. Disrespect, man.
Well, speaking of Cthulhu, there's a type of Xenos from Warhammer 40k.
I don't doubt it.
And they're called Tyranids. And let's just say they're absolutely huge. And there's a group of them that look like Cthulhu, except they're kind of like a pale white. I
just googled them, they look more like the alien from Alien.
There are Tyranids.
I might be looking at it.
Yeah, there are different versions of them though.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at looks like the thing from Alien.
The Xenomorph. If you think about that for a second.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that shit though, spoilers for Persona 5 Royal. There is, like we suspected, indeed Cthulhu shit. The final boss, well, the first form of the final boss is Azathoth. But they didn't... It's weird because they treated it as its own thing instead of trying to connect it to Nyarlathotep. Because here's the thing, Nyarlathotep is Azathoth's like son and like the closest... He's the closest one, because I've told you about Azathoth, right? He's the god that created the universe and we all exist in its dream, and if it wakes up, reality just ends. Yeah, Nyarlathotep is the being closest to him. There is no connection between the two, and he does not appear in this game, which is interesting, because Nyarlathotep exists in SMT. Or in Persona, like he's the boss of the set. He sets up a lot of the shit in the first game. He's the boss of both halves of the second game. Which, here's the thing, even because the second game has JoJo Part 6 type universe resetting shenanigans going on. So it's believed that a lot of people go by the SMT if the Devil Summoner games in Persona 1 and Persona 2 Part 1, that's all one universe, right? And then the universe that gets created in Part 2 of Persona 2 is the modern Persona, where everything else goes, like, because after that 3 takes place, because they actually reference some characters from that game in 3. And then 3 goes to 4, and then 4 goes to 5. So, it's interesting they didn't choose to do anything with that. But anyway, Atlas, now there's like 7 or 8 spin-offs in a remake. Can we please get SMT5 now? Seriously, there's like 7 or 8 different fucking Persona 5 spin-offs either out or coming out, and a fucking remake. You're even remaking the fucking weird fucking Idol Fire Emblem crossover thing. Can we please get SMT5 now? Because the Captain remake's out, the Persona 5 remake's out, all the spin-offs are coming out, the fucking Fire Emblem thing's coming out. Surely there could be nothing else in the way of getting SMT5 done.
Yeah, I want
Holy
to get
shit,
up
it's
this
been like 3 years.
friggin' first place.
It's been like 3 years, guys, come on. Also, guys, just to spite Pokemon, put every single demon that's ever been in SMT in it. Just to spite Pokemon. Which they might do, I don't know, there's like I think there was like 400 or 500 in SMT4 Apocalypse, so I think 5 had a lot of them as personas. And with the new one, they added a lot more of the more obscure ones that haven't used in a while, so
Knock it off! Damn skeletons.
Skeleton Warriors!
There are 3 things that I can honestly say I hate in this game. The weird things that like to bounce all over the place.
Flea Men.
Skeletons because they put bones everywhere.
Yeah. Flea Men are another, they're another hated but common Castlevania enemy. I think they're in like every fucking game.
I was gonna say,
And they're always annoying.
the Medusa heads and the friggin' knights. Oh my god, they're annoying.
Yeah.
Go away. Go away. Damn it.
You know what?
What?
Castlevania is fucking weird though, because I just remembered that they're not consistent on, they never have been, because I just remember there's a fucking Viking vampire in the cartoon, so.
What the hell?
He was great though. Because he's the Viking vampire. You can't go wrong with that. I'm sorry. That's always gonna be fucking funny.
Okay, I was pressing up and it was still swinging open. For frick's sake. no idea what the hell those Roman numeral things do.
I forget.
Because I keep finding them, like, what the hell? Like, what's the purpose of these things? Yeah, like I wanted to do that. Come on. Come on. Don't you call it a jerk-hole? So scarce for food, like I can barely find a bite to eat anyway. Anywhere. Blah.
Yeah, no wall chicken.
I mean, there is some, but there's not very many. I need to get this friggin' Molotov thing a little bit more credit. Fireballs, damn you. Yeah, just going ahead and get this. Get in and stay there. Smacking the chops as much as I need to.
Chaps.
Ah, thank you.
In the chips.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it's bad enough that I got a friggin' nut here. And Medusa heads. Yeah.
Okay, sponsor man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, because it wasn't bad enough to have either of them. Yeah, let's have a place where there's both.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I should have warned you. I remember that the end of this game gets very NES game-like.
Jesus.
In other words, there's bullshit. It's an old NES game, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. An old Konami NES game, too, at that, so... Because between Konami and Capcom, they knew how to make some tough fucking games.
Honestly, I find Mega Man easier than this.
Yeah. I can see that.
Oh, where the hell have you been? Just pick her freaking invincibility. Yes, thank you.
To be fair though, Mega Man is slightly less complicated. There is a bit more going on here.
Oh, true.
And you, for the most part, don't really have a ranged weapon.
No.
Like, your whip has decent range, but it's not a gun. So, flying enemies are going to be inherently harder. Until later games where you can just hold a button and flail the whip around willy-nilly like crazy. You can do that in some of the later games. I think in 3 or 4 you can do that. By the way, if we keep going this, don't do 2. Because it's hard in a different way. It's hard in a cryptic bullshit kind of way instead of a just a hard video game kind of way.
I think this just might be the only one that I do because this is honestly getting rather annoying.
A lot of the other games are good though, and not as hard. This is the first one.
Piss off your damn head. Jesus.
I heard three's really good. Two's kind of meh, just because of all the weird bullshit they put in it. And four's good.
But he's dead.
And then, like, I don't know if what comes immediately after four. I don't know if it's Rondo or something else.
I'm almost dead.
There's Rondo of Blood, then there's Symphony of Night. I don't know. I don't remember the full time.
Wow! Wow! I know this is an S game, but that was some bullshit. I triggered the boss fight and I got hit and killed instantly because I took a scythe to the face.
Oh, are you fighting Death already?
I think so.
Death is fucking hard.
Yeah,
I heard he's like one of the hardest bosses.
In this, like, the same spot where I triggered the fight, I got hit and killed because I was low health.
Yeah, I heard he's particularly tough. And if you make it past him, pro tip that everyone knows, but this is an old game, so whatever. Aim for his head, I think, on Dracula himself. I think he's weak in the head. If I remember correctly. In his first form, anyway. I think he's got multiple forms in this, but I don't remember. Because in some games, he'll turn into like a giant monster or something after you kill his humanoid form. But I don't remember if he does that in this. He might turn into like a giant bat monster or something. I don't know. It kind of depends on the game.
Well, I hope I'm gonna find his hitboxes before I get brutally murdered.
Yeah, that's another thing about these old games is hitboxes. Except in Mega Man 1 where they fucked up and forgot to turn them off on the bosses, so you can just pause and fucking instantly kill every fucking boss in the game by pause spamming.
Yeah, hello,
I saw a fucking no damage run of both 1 and 2 the other day. And they used hacks. They couldn't do much in the second game, but they pretty much just... Because in the original version, that trick works on everything.
Oh, wow.
Like, all the bosses fucking die to that, if you can get them right. Because they didn't program the hitboxes in like the invincibility timing on the bosses right, so you can just kind of pause and fuck it up. So when you pause, it fucks it up, right?
Huh?
So you can just keep doing that and doing that and doing that to stack damage. That's how the Yellow Devil trick works. And it's not just the electing, you can do it with, I think, most weapons, except like the Buster. I think most special weapons can do it. But,
I love this part. It was a Waldo, you jerkheads. Oh,
yeah.
I love this.
There's JoJo stuff in Castlevania, like you can straight up get the Stone Mask from part 1 in one of the games as an item. Which is appropriate because that's the mask that turns you into a vampire, so that works.
I'm keeping this pocket watch. I love this thing.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling this is going to be useful for me against the boss.
Weapon I like, as far as the sub-weapons, I always like the axe.
Axe is good.
Like, that's pretty good as far as... The axe and the stopwatch are pretty useful. Because you can get different weapons and different things in Symphony, but you can also get all the old sub-weapons like that. Like the holy water, the cross, the axe, the knife, all that shit.
Whoa, I totally did not do that.
Which, yeah, those weapons make the game a whole lot easier, because they kind of help cover for the range loss. But,
Okay, my brain kind of shut off there for a second. Okay. Well, I bet he hits the stopwatch 6 times, which is good.
alright, bud.
Come on. And the blooming skeleton. There you go. Going definitely win. Thank you. There you go. Give me some food. What? Wow, my brain needs to stop turning off. Like, for some reason, I couldn't see that skeleton. It was like my brain just like... It just shut off on me. Stop that. I hope you guys enjoyed the Turbo Discman 60 FPS video. That was actually an accident. The force. I'm going to kill your face. God. Why do they have to make it into this? Damn it away. I hope I get the stopwatch again. I love that thing. Die! Oh, you gotta... Die! Die! I'll execute your ass like I do with demons in Doom. Come back, man. It's kind of hard to focus when your brain keeps shutting off. Oh my Jesus Christ. The first part of this game was honestly fun. Now it's just become a mere annoyance. Why do I do that to myself? Piss off! I understand these old games supposed to be hard because they're relatively short. But Jesus Christ, there's a fine line between difficult and just plain annoyance. Like, really? Frig off! Okay, I'm keeping this damn stopwatch. I don't give a crap. Oh wow, I literally say that and then lose it to this damn potion that I always keep getting. Brain, you are useless. Okay, enough of your horse shit. Die! Come. Oh really? 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 I went for send you to hell for that. Darn! I hate these friggin' skeletons, god damn it. Come on! Come on! I gotta kill your ass something friggin' hard! Wrong one. Are you kidding me? Oh, thank God. Come on! Well, you absolutely suck. I really cannot stand any of these enemies. I really can't. Yeah, how about if I freaking break your legs so you can't jump anymore? There are some NES games I can honestly say I do like. The classic Mega Man games I do like. I'm gonna say this, and some of you guys probably think I'm nuts, but I honestly do like Battletoads. The infamous game that is impossible to beat due to a bug in the coding unless you pull off a glitch with multiplayer. I shit you not. If you guys don't know about it, that's an actual thing. But some NES games I don't like due to its some form of bullshit nature is, well, Star Wars is one of them. I don't like that game. We did A New Hope back on Road Channel. Oh my god. It was just infuriating. This game, I will honestly say, is getting on my nerves due to other freaking bullshit enemies. And that... No. Die. I'm honestly not sure what I hate more in this game. I really don't. Those freaking knights are freaking hard to kill. And plus, like, to back away from your whip, so they're just out of range of it, which is annoying. And unless you have a good, like, range sub-attack, you're screwed. And they're really hard to defeat. Flaming, they love to stick in your face.
To that, they do.
Bony idiots with the freaking bones at you, and one is bad enough as it is. You have one, you got living hell. It's absolutely ridiculous. The Medusa heads, you don't know where they're coming from, and if they're going to be coming in high or low. That friggin' watch. But for some reason, this freaking game won't let me keep it. Okay, why does he do that? Courtney, kill me. Kill me. Since you're so friggin' intent on doing it anyway.
Damn, woosah.
Jesus. I hate this friggin' skeletons. Like, they're so damn annoying. I love to put a stick of dynamite in their heads and watch them explode. Ah, they're just they're honestly infuriating. I'm trying to get the friggin' watch. This is going to be a friggin' nightmare without it. Okay, can you piss off? And with the flea men, unless you know their exact pattern, they are going to hit you in the face. Okay.
That they will.
And the thing is, they don't just hit you in the face once. They stay around your face as much as they possibly can to be a nuisance. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your death. Oh, friggin' calm down, for God's sake, XSplit. Would you like a shattered pelvis, you jerk? Eat flame! I would make a reference, well, I would say a line from Warhammer 40k that I like, but to be frank, I'm honestly too annoyed. Get the candle. God, friggin' damn it. I think that friggin' stopwatch is like a rare drop or something. Ugh. Yeah, eat all the jerk-holes. Come on. Yeah, I'll show you right off the screen. As soon as I get up the friggin' steps. Nope. How about you hit the candle instead of constantly jumping past it like a moron? Okay, so you're just going to throw 2 axes at me like an idiot. Thanks, jerkface. Just like, why? Why do they even die? Yeah, I got a bad lifestyle too, you jerk. Ugh. Get off the friggin' stairs before I break your teeth. Oh, lovely. Stop it. Okay, you guys are just like seriously just annoying. I honestly feel genuine hatred towards these enemies. I'm not even kidding. Go the other way. Go the other way. Hurry up. Die. Or at least get out of my way. Yeah, these friggin' bags of money. Give me useful things, damn it. Nope. Seriously, what the hell is up my eyes? I completely missed those stairs. Or nearly. Whoa! Oh, the battle axe only is one? Okay, I'm not complaining. I'm honestly not complaining. Because that's awesome. Go away. Nope. Oh, sweet. Whoa. Oh my god, really? Why the hell do I pick up every friggin' thing that drops on the ground? I've been playing a lot of Project Fatality lately and it's messing with my head. Because every single thing I drop on the ground is useful because it's either ammo or a weapon. It's awful. Do me a favor. Just die. Just die. Okay. When I don't want you to jump down the stairs, you do it. But when I want you to jump down the stairs, you don't. Okay. That does not make any sense. Oh wait. A friggin' knight in a room full of Medusa heads. Worst combination ever. Like, seriously, can this just, like, end? I literally cannot get to that room with the friggin' Medusa's head. I cannot kill a friggin' knight to their friggin' Medusa heads. And if I try to go... Jesus Christ. And if I try to kill the Medusa heads, the freaking knife's gonna be on my ass. Well done, game. Well done. You took two of the most annoying things in this game, put them in the sandworm, and made it absolutely hair-tearing impossible. Okay, I actually had to look at the stream there because I honestly had no clue what the hell just happened. I'm gonna freaking split these skeleton skulls, seriously. Get off!
Got 10 warriors.
Okay, I literally pressed right on my D-pad when I jumped. The first time I tried to jump up on that ledge, for some reason, it did not register. Piss off. That time, dude, you're bullshit. Enough! Don't make me get Doom Guy calling him to do it on you morons. I friggin' hate it. You have to be so friggin' precise when you're jumping up platforms. It's absolutely insane. Even if you're just one, like half of a step off.
You know what? It may be some of the later games where there's more puzzles that might hold him up, but Doom Guy would fucking destroy this fucking castle, dude. Like, no contest.
Dude, puzzles? This is Doom Guy we're talking about here. He just bashed right through them.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, is that would be the only thing, but even then, I think he has so much overwhelming force, he could probably just blast through about anything you could throw at him.
Especially the Doom Slayer.
Yeah.
Shit is literally
because there is actual demons in this castle too, so they're probably done for.
There's literally one scene in Doom Eternal where Doom Guy reaches the BFG-10,000, which is a planetary defense weapon, and he loads himself into it and launches himself out of it just to get to a building that has been separated due to hell breaking loose.
Yeah. And honestly, like, a lot of the shit in the castle...
He literally crashes through the window after being launched out of the freaking cannon, and he's perfectly fine.
And a lot of the shit he'd fight in the castle, like, ain't even, like, that far off from some of the shit he fights. I mean, Revenants are basically the skeleton guys. The fucking, what are they called?
I'm done with this freaking game.
Kako demons. Kako demons would kind of be like the Medusa heads, because, you know, they fly around and shit.
I'm giving this one last try, then I'm into this stream, because this is... Hardness games like this is not my cup of tea. It's really not.
You're like, You know, it's really not, because a lot of fucking NES games have fucked you up, man. Like, Metroid fucked you up, Dracula fucked you up, Star Wars fucked you up.
But to be fair,
Metroid, that was less of us just not knowing where the fuck to go. That was more of us just not knowing what the fuck to do.
Yeah,
That was just getting lost.
Yeah, because I was in a room and you didn't know your left from right.
Yeah, because I didn't realize how different the map was going to be from the one I did play, because I played the remake of that, not the original. Played the original, never made it far. But I played Zero Mission, and I didn't realize how different the map was. So I thought I could go off memory, and because I was like, oh, it can't be that different. It was completely fucking different. So yeah. Well, I told you to just play that to begin with, because it's better in every way. You have an in-game map, and it tells you where to go next. And you can explore if you want. It's like, it's the better version of the game, because you don't have to get lost. If you don't want to, you can just go fuck off and explore. And can't go any further. Don't have the weapon I need. Okay. Where am I progressing? Oh, it tells me where to go next. Okay, I'll go there. Easy as fuck, no problem. Original Metroid didn't have that shit. That's like all from Super. Super added most of that shit. And then they kind of rolled it over into all the other 2Ds. Which is just that one in Fusion, I guess. And I don't know, I think maybe the remake of 2 might have some of that shit. Which, I'm getting scared because the future of Metroid looked bright when that came out. Because we were also supposed to get Prime 4. Haven't heard a lot of good things from Retro here lately. Things have been kinda not going amazingly. Because, like, first off, the original team they had making it fucked it up, so they just said, fuck it, let's bring in Retro. And then, apparently, things aren't going too good with them now, so... Yeah, don't know that much about for.
Stop that! That is irritating. I'm literally picking up everything that falls on the ground, and it's impulsive. It's really, really, really annoying. Like, oh, another weapon! You know I got something better. Brain, for freak's sake, be helpful for once, Jesus. I am frustrated and highly annoyed. I hate it. It's either Medusas or the friggin' Knight. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. I'm not gonna do this anymore because I honestly hate this game now. I honestly, genuinely hate this game. Because that run is going to be near impossible to do. Because you have a Knight that's hard enough to kill by itself, throwing axes at you. And the axe positions is completely random, and the Medusa heads on top of it, where they like to float up and down on the screen, and you don't know where they're going to be low on the screen or high, just like the Knight's axes do. Wow, is
yeah.
good luck trying to figure that out without ripping out your hair. So guys, throw Dracula at the like button if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and ring our bell if you guys want to see more stuff like this. And we'll see you in the next one. Hey guys. Hopefully next time there ain't so much irritating stuff.